Hey guys! Did you know that it's January? Just excuse me while I go freak out a minute. So now it's time to think about the new year and start setting some goals for your podcast. But how are you going to do it? What kind of goals should you set? Let's chat. Believe it or not, I used to be the type of person who did not set goals and did not plan things out. I definitely attribute that to my being a creative entrepreneur and having a creative brain. There was just no space for that. But I discovered that a little bit of planning and some reflection are really good for your business and your podcast. Now look, I am not a goal setting expert by any means, but I'm going to share some of the ways that I have learned to set meaningful goals, and the kind of goals I have set have made a difference in my business and my life. So let's get started. First, get a planner. I don't care if you are an electronic person or a paper planner person. Get a calendar, sit down and look at it. What major dates are there? What vacations are you thinking about? How do you want your holidays to look? Go ahead and write them down, because this is going to affect your podcast schedule for the year. Now, start to think about what you want to accomplish in your life, in your business, and your podcast. I used to think that business goals and life goals were separate. And it wasn't until I started homeschooling my kids. Yes, I homeschool my kids. That I realized the two are intertwined. My personal goals affect my life goals and vice versa. And if I want more family time, I have to change my business goals. If we have financial goals, maybe my business goals will change as well. So you really got to think about them as one big cohesive piece, all these little pieces that you're putting, like you're making something and you're putting a bunch of pieces in, and all the pieces need to make the thing. If you're having trouble envisioning what these goals could be, I highly recommend finding a tool to walk you through this process. Personally, I love the power sheets from Cultivate What Matters, but there are lots of other options out there. What I love about using a tool like this is it really helps you hone in on what matters and focus in on a few things. And it's really helped me kind of do some of the dirty work and kind of figure out where I'm struggling and where I need to go. And in fact, using the power sheets was a huge piece of me deciding to pursue my podcast business last year. So there you go. Okay, so let's say you've done all the work, you have some goals, you have a calendar, now put the two together. Now, where does it make sense to launch a new product, or to take a break from your podcast, or to add another podcast episode, or to start offering courses? How does this all serve your greater goal and your calendar? So what are some of my goals for the new year? Well, I will definitely be focusing on this YouTube channel and my new podcast, but I also really want to focus on my other podcasts. Growing and cultivating that community as we go into 100 episodes is so important to me, because one of the main things I've discovered in doing the work, in doing the goal prep, and looking at my calendar is that the moments where we were truly connecting with our community were the moments where I really knew that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. You see, a lot of times podcasting isn't just about sitting down and recording something. It's about reaching further than that. And that's a huge part of my goals for 2018. So I'd love to know what some of your big goals for your podcast are. Go ahead, put them in the comments. And remember, goals are a personal thing. They can be little goals, they can be big goals. It can be goals that you don't want to share with anybody, and they can be goals that you want to shout to the rooftops. Whatever they are, by taking the time to work on your calendar and working your goals, you will definitely have a more fruitful year. So cheers to the new year, happy 2018, and I can't wait to hear what all of your goals are.